All right, let's just get right into it. If you're running your own business, you absolutely know this feeling. Your entire day is just a whirlwind of activity. You're answering emails, you're on calls, putting out one fire after another, but then you look up at the end of the day and those big, important goals, they haven't budged. Not 1 inch. You're completely drained, but are you actually any further along? That is the classic trap we are going to break down in this explainer.
Seriously, picture your to-do list in your head right now. Is it a clear roadmap to success? Or is it more, I don't know, a monument to your anxiety? Just one long, flat list where a massive goal like launch the new product line sits right next to reply to Kevin's email. It's a setup, really. It's designed to make you feel busy by tackling the easy little things, not the important things.
And this is the hard truth we really have to face. We tend to wear busyness like it's some kind of badge of honor. But just because you're moving doesn't mean you're moving forward. All that constant reacting to other people's demands, it is the fastest way to burn yourself out and stall your own business. We have to break this cycle.
At the heart of this whole problem is something called urgency addiction. See, our modern world has basically trained us to be reactive. Every time you answer an email, the second it comes in, you get a tiny little dopamine hit. It feels productive, but it's totally an illusion. It turns us into goalies, just constantly swatting away pucks, when we should be the strikers, strategically moving down the field to score our own goals.
So how bad is it really? Well, a study from the University of California found that the average office worker gets interrupted or interrupts themselves every 11 minutes. 11! And what's worse, it can take over 20 minutes to get back into that deep state of focus. This constant mental whiplash is just destroying our ability to do the deep, strategic work that actually grows a company.
Okay, so we know this is a huge problem. How do we fix it? Well, the answer isn't some fancy new app. It's a timeless principle from one of the most effective people in history, Dwight D. Eisenhower. The guy was a 5-star general who planned D-Day and a 2-term U.S. president. If anyone knew how to handle just an insane amount of pressure and tasks, it was him. And his framework, that's our compass.
This one single idea from Eisenhower is the key to everything. He understood that the things that scream the loudest for our attention are almost never the things that truly matter in the long run. And this philosophy is the foundation for a really simple but incredibly powerful tool. And here it is. Eisenhower's idea gives us this amazing tool, the Eisenhower Matrix. It's just a simple 4-quadrant box that forces you to judge every single thing on your plate by just 2 criteria. Is it urgent? And is it important? So let's break down what goes in each of these boxes you're looking at. First up, Quadrant 1. These are your do-now tasks. They're both urgent and important. These are the fires, the real crises, the client emergencies. You have to deal with them, no question. But here's the secret. If you're living in this quadrant all day, every day, you're on a fast track to burnout. The real goal isn't just to manage these tasks, but to make this box smaller and smaller over time by being more proactive. Now, Quadrant 2. This is the one. Important, but not urgent. This, my friends, is where success is actually born. We're talking about strategic planning, building key relationships, learning new skills, even taking care of your health. These things don't have screaming deadlines, which makes them tragically easy to just put off till tomorrow. You have to proactively schedule this stuff. This is the difference between being a firefighter and being the architect of your business. Okay, on to Quadrant 3. Urgent but not important. This one is so tricky. It's the great deceiver. It's full of interruptions, most of your emails, and a lot of meetings. They feel important because they're urgent, but really, they're often someone else's priorities, not yours. Learning to delegate, automate, or just politely say no to these things is an absolute superpower. And finally, we have Quadrant 4. Not urgent and not important. These are the true time wasters. Mindless social media scrolling, sorting junk mail, you name it. You have to be ruthless here. Just get rid of them. And let me be clear, this isn't about skipping rest. Real, intentional rest is an important Quadrant 2 activity. This quadrant is just for the stuff that drains your energy for no reason.
Okay, so the Eisenhower Matrix is brilliant for that big picture, strategic filter. But once you've cleared out all that junk and you're left with your important tasks from Quadrants 1 and 2, you still have to answer a really important question. Okay, what do I do first? That's where our second tool comes in. The ABCD Power Method is the tactical layer that turns your strategy into a daily action plan.
It's so simple, but so effective. You just rank your important tasks. A tasks are your absolute must-dos, the ones with real consequences if you don't do them. B tasks you should do, but the consequences are milder. C's are just nice-to-dos, and D is for things that should be delegated or deleted. But here, and this is the secret sauce, here is the golden rule. You do not work on a B task until every single one of your A tasks is finished, period. That discipline forces you to tackle the hard, important work first.
Now, it's really important to see that these aren't two separate ideas to choose from. They work together. They are a powerful 1-2 punch for getting things done. The matrix gives you the strategy, and the ABCD method gives you the daily tactics to make it happen.
This table lays it out perfectly. The matrix is your high-level strategist. Use it for weekly or quarterly planning, and it answers the question, should I even be doing this at all? The ABCD method, on the other hand, is your on-the-ground commander for your daily tasks. It answers the question, okay, what do I do right now? Together, they take you all the way from vision down to execution.
Let's make this super real with a quick example. This is Sarah. She has an online candle store. She's working crazy hours and she feels totally stuck. This is her actual to-do list. It's a total brain dump, a mix of high-value and low-value stuff. Brainstorm Holiday Marketing is right there next to Fix Typo on Homepage. So what does she do? She just starts at the top and works her way down. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so.
So Sarah applies our two-step system. First, she runs every single item on that messy list through the Eisenhower matrix to filter out all the noise. Then she takes only the important stuff that's left over and prioritizes it using the ABCD method. It's how she's going to turn that chaos into a crystal clear plan. And voila, look at the after. Look at that clarity. Her new A1 task, the absolute first thing she will work on, is Brainstorm Holiday Marketing Campaign. Why? Because that's the single activity that has the most potential to actually grow her business. This isn't just a to-do list anymore. It's a strategy for her entire day.
Now, knowing all of this is great, but just knowing it doesn't change anything. The real transformation happens when you move this from theory to an automatic daily discipline. So let's talk about how to actually build this into a habit that sticks.
Here it is. This is your new 15-minute daily ritual. Do it at the end of the day for tomorrow or first thing in the morning. Step 1. Brain dump. Get everything out of your head and onto paper. 2. Sort it all with the matrix. 3. Rank the important stuff with ABCD. 4. Identify your A1. What is your single most important task? And 5. This is the crucial part. Time block it. Put your A and B tasks into your calendar like they are unbreakable appointments. You wouldn't cancel on your most important client, right? So don't cancel on yourself.
So when you boil it all down, it comes to this one question. The choice is yours. Are you going to keep spending your days as the firefighter, just constantly reacting to whatever is urgent? Or are you going to become the architect, deliberately and carefully building the future of your business one important task at a time? This system gives you the blueprint. Now, it's time to start building.